Well, here we are. Um, this is Jamba here with another video. Um, I, I, how I pick my videos, I just pick the ones that look. I like women. I like the study of them and I like talking to them as well. But so a lot of my content has to do with that but this title I just found it amusing. It's just right off the bat, society is doomed, right? And a good friend of mine 10 years ago, back when I was introduced to world star hip hop, one of his favorite things was he was my roommate. One of his favorite things was the titles of world star hip hop videos, and they're back in the day they were like really funny, and then now they're like they kind of slacked off a little bit. But I like this title. Society is doomed. Just right off the bat, right? I mean, you got to click on it. Why is society doomed? Um, woman explains why she would tolerate cheating and why it wouldn't make her insecure. Um, should I just begin? Let's just begin. Maybe this will be a short one. Why does she tolerate cheating? Is it because she cheats? Is it because like why?
That we were
Diane, this
Um,
is Kara. That's close to
I
everything.
forget the name of the guy who does these this
together. Would you tolerate?
uh this desirable. What is this from? I forget the name, the title of the desirable truth is right there. The desirable truth is the guy is I'm not sure if that's the guy's channel. I like his content. He's always on that same block. He's always on that same street. Always with the same fit. I like his stuff though. It's pretty good stuff.
That we were together, would you tolerate cheating from me?
Of course, I would.
Now, why is that?
Because men biologically cheat. Because you can go sleep with a girl right now, and it's just pleasure. For example, we're surrounded right now by a shit ton of amazing clubs. You can walk into the club right now, get super drunk, and just have a one-night stand. But you're still coming home to me, sleeping with me, providing for me, and doing everything you're supposed to. It's just biologically made. The men are gonna go ahead and cheat because it's just pleasure. You know what I mean? It's status basically when men cheat.
But when women cheat,
It's not status. It's pleasure. Yeah, I don't think it's status. We don't sleep with women. Men don't sleep with women for status purposes. I think that's maybe her projecting as to why maybe somebody like her would sleep with a man. Now let's wrap this up.
It's disrespect because when we cheat, it's a connection. Like we cheat with intention, we cheat with emotions. You guys don't cheat with emotions, we do. So I don't.
This is outdated information. I'm a let her keep playing, but this is something that men love to say. Men love to say, well, when we cheat, it's because it's biologically. We just got to cheat because we got a dick and we got to spread our seed. And it's just within our DNA. We got to just cheat. That's what we do. We're a man. You know what I'm saying? But when they cheat, it's different because I don't know why I sound like Exhibit, because they are more emotional and they cheat with their emotions. So therefore, when I cheat, it's okay. I'm a guy. That's what I'm supposed to do. When she cheats, it's not okay because it's with emotions. You dig? No, no. I think these are one of those lies that men like to tell themselves. Because I gotta get on the men too. This is one of these lies that maybe she got this from a man. This is one of these lies nowadays that men like to tell themselves to make themselves feel a little bit better, not just about them cheating, but as to like why a woman would cheat. It's let's let her wrap this up.
Don't think a man should stay with a woman that cheats on her.
now why wouldn't you
Now
feel?
that I agree with, but to kind of go back though, are there some instances where a woman can cheat and is because of the emotions, and she's not feeling emotionally fulfilled in her relationships, and therefore she just fell into the arms, she was pushed into the arms of the mailman, she was just pushed into the arms of the milkman in the 1950s. Like, are those instances like this? Yeah. But there's also a lot of instances where a woman was feeling maybe sexually frustrated or just not is not as physically engaged with her husband for whatever reason. Or maybe she is, and maybe that man is away for a while, or maybe on deployment or something. I don't know, but like women will. A man can be fulfilling her, could be fulfilling that woman emotionally, and for whatever reason, if she comes across, and I'm not, this is not for all women, this is just for the women who cheat, right? Because I don't think it's a huge percentage of women who do cheat. It is pretty big now, but I'm not going to say it's a majority. But for the women who do cheat, in a lot of instances, they could just come across a guy who they find really physically attractive, or more physically attractive than their current man, or is just objectively on a shallow tip better than their man, and just feel inclined to just sleep with that guy on a whim. I don't think it's based on I don't think it's based on necessarily emotion, unless that emotion is lust, if you want to count that as an emotion. But this whole thing of like, ooh, like they have these emotional ties. Like a woman can sleep with a hot guy at a club in a dingy bathroom, and never see that guy for the rest of her life, and just have it in the back of her brain. And then she comes back to yo goofy ass from the club, and how was the damn baby? How was the club? You did you have a good time? Yeah, I had a really good time. And you won't have a you won't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? An interaction with a woman can. There's some women. I really want to stress that this is. I'm not. This is just some women who do stuff like this, right? Just like how there's a lot of men who do grimy shit as well. But it's just I like, you know. But in this case, there are women who might cheat with the guy, and that 10-15 minute interact, that's all it is. That little interaction, that's all there was. And she may never see this guy, or she might think of this guy, but she's not going to see this guy ever again, right? um but let's continue this, right?
Feel insecure by finding out that I, was blowing another chick's back out.
As women, you're meant to be feminine and protect of the home and stay with your partner and take care of the kids. So if you're providing for me and doing everything you're supposed to, I would definitely tolerate cheating. But if it's a 50-50 relationship, it's like I'm your roommate. Why are you like down making me downfall? Like that's not cool.
That we were together.
So basically what she's saying is, if the guy's providing for her, then she would tolerate it. If it's a 50-50 relationship, as in, she's paying some of the bills. Because to be honest with you, when anybody's saying 50-50, the woman is probably not paying at like the whole 50%. She's probably contributing. It's kind of like y'all like to round up. A woman can contribute 20 to 25% of the bills, and you contributing 75%, and she'll be like 50-50. But how the fuck you gonna round up from 25%? Our rent is 2,400, and I pay more than I pay 2,000. You pay 400, but we going 50-50. What type of shit? Um, but that's neither here nor there. My point is that, or to get to what she's saying, yeah, if it's 50-50, then she won't tolerate cheating. They're quote unquote roommates, right? Now what do I think about this? Because I don't think there's that much to say. I believe I believe if a man is providing, I don't I only my personal philosophy is that I don't condone cheating normally. Normally, I don't condone it. I don't think it's okay in most situations. The bulk of situation, I don't think it's okay on either end. I dispel this notion that a man should be able to cheat because he's the man, and dispel the notion that women should cheat if she's not feeling emotionally fulfilled. I think we need to be adults, and we need to, if you feel like you're not being fulfilled in a relationship, either talk about it or break up. Right? I think that's fair. However, I think that depending on the circumstances as to why that woman is with this man, if you're like Kanye West, should Kanye West got that, he got that one, that Kim Kardashian clone, I'm not sure what her name is, but she looks like a Kim Kardashian clone. Kim clone. Should Kanye be able to cheat on his wife? if he did, I wouldn't really give a shit, because I know that that Kim Kardashian clone wouldn't be with Kanye West if he wasn't fucking Kanye West. Like if he was Kanye West, the manager at a Home Depot, there is no universe where she would be with that guy. Hell, even if he was like a successful banker, or like a guy who's making 200, 300K a year doing real estate, that woman probably wouldn't be with Kanye West. More than likely, she probably wouldn't be. She'd just be with some NBA player or some other like higher status dude. More than likely. I don't know the woman, but I'm just saying more. Let's just look at her. Let's put our thinking caps on. She's not going to be with Kanye West, the real estate guy. More than likely. So in his instance, if he were to cheat, I wouldn't really care. I'm not saying that he's justified. I just don't think that she's deserving of his loyalty like that. I think that, ladies, I think that, my philosophy is that you have to earn a successful man's loyalty. And I'm saying successful, I'm not talking about like just doing okay for yourself successful. I'm talking about like actual top 5% of men successful, like actual observable objective success. I think you have to earn that man's loyalty. I think that a Ayesha Curry has earned the loyalty of a Steph Curry because she was with Steph Curry before Steph Curry was Steph Curry. Now, obviously, Steph Curry has always been great at basketball, but you know that's still they've been together for a long time, and I think that if you're a man and you have a woman who has been there with you while you were making the LLC, while you were trying to grind and trying to figure your company out, or your business venture, or your whatever career endeavor that ended up being a huge success. If she was with you while that was happening, then she's definitely have earned your loyalty. If you are single during that time and you become in that 5%, and then now you meet a woman and she's an attractive woman, let's be honest, fellas, you got to take your pride out of it. More than likely, she wouldn't have been with you if you were making sandwiches at friggin' Quiznos. She just, this is just, and ladies, this is not a bad thing. I don't think that if you don't want to be with the Quiznos guy, don't be with the Quiznos guy. But just know that if you get with that dude after he now has the multi-million dollar business, and that's, you decided to go after that guy and you're now his girlfriend or wife. I'm not saying that he should cheat, because cheating and infidelity comes with consequences. I'm just saying that you are not deserving of the loyalty at that point. You just opted out of it. You opted out of loyalty, and like in my opinion, I think loyalty, like with anything, with friendships, there, like that's why you have the term day one. Like fellows have a term day one. Like Snoop Dogg, he talked about how he has his friends that he still has, who were around before he was famous, and then he has his friends that he's met after he's famous. Now, which friends has a probably higher loyalties were probably the dudes that he was with while he was trying to get his rap career off the ground. This goes with any man, and men kind of know what I'm talking about, because we apply it to a lot of things in life, not just women. So again, cheating, I disagree with this woman in regards to the cheating aspect. I'm not in most relationships, because let's be honest, most relationships are not these super successful men like we're seeing on Instagram and social media and all that. Most relationships are between a relatively average earning man and a relatively average earning woman, and these are just normal people having normal relationships. So I don't think you should obviously, there's, unless you're like in some sort of a poly or open relationship, and that's this whole other thing, you shouldn't cheat. But if that man is a, if you in that dynamic where the man is super successful and the woman meets him after the success, yeah, I didn't, like I said, you just don't deserve the loyalty. Now, is there an instance where, is there a version? I know what some ladies might be thinking. Well, what if the man meets a woman and it's after she became successful? Well, if he's not successful and if he's not successful and she is successful and he's not, then more than likely the relationship ain't gonna last statistically. So you're gonna more than likely end up leaving if you become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company or whatever, and you're making a quarter of a mil or half a mil a year for whatever doing something, and he's still a manager at Kmart trying to rise up the Kmart ranks, but he's only making about 60 a year doing Kmart shit, then it's just not gonna last anyway. But the guy who's a CEO will keep the Kmart girl, you know. But anyways, this was a decent little video, and the woman, I listen, I respect her opinion. I certainly respect her opinion. So be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more videos.
Together.
Oops.